This video, I'm going to show you how to set up Rails in GitHub Codespaces. Now, the first thing you need to do is create a repository for your project. And you can get a repository by clicking on this link in your assignment. And then after you accept the assignment and select your name, you'll be on this page right here. And hopefully you'll see a create a code space right here. And go ahead and click create new code space. And you might have to wait a little while, but eventually we'll get a little file browser over here and then a terminal window down here. And if you notice, this looks exactly like Visual Studio Code. And you can see that there's a README here. And also we have this code spaces right here. And you can click on that and you can open this in your desktop. You'll just have to install the code space extension and you can get this up and running on your desktop. Or you can keep it here in the cloud. Both of them should work, but I'm going to go ahead and open this in my desktop. Then in case you need to, you can kind of click on this Explorer so that you got the README right here. And then you can also open a new terminal and you can see that you can type commands in here. So if they're not commands on your machine, they're commands in your code space. So now that we have that, we need to create a new Rails environment. So let's make sure we have Ruby installed. You can see that we have the latest version of Ruby installed. So now we just need to gem install bundler. And if we see this, we can run it, but it probably won't make much of a difference, but we'll just go ahead and run it anyway. And then we need to install Rails as well. So we'll go gem install Rails. And now that we have Rails installed, we can go ahead and create our application. So we just type Rails new. Now the only thing is this here, this root folder that we're working in right now is our Git repository. So we need to create the application right here in this folder. So we won't really be able to name the application, but that's okay. So just do dot and then we'll do -c to use Sass for our CSS. And go ahead and we'll create that, and this will ask us if we want to overwrite the README that's already been created, and yes, we do. So we can just press enter. And you can see it's creating our Rails application in the current folder. And hopefully everything went okay in installing it. And since we are in this folder right now, since we created the Rails in our current folder, we don't have to change directories into it. We can just go ahead and start our server by running bin/dev. And you can see, hopefully this will pop up. And if this doesn't pop up, I'll show you where you can find it. But we go ahead and open this in a new browser. And there is our welcome to Ruby on Rails. And we can go from here. Now, if you didn't find that thing, then you can go over here to ports. And we got this port 3000 right here. So we can go ahead and click that or command click it, and that'll open it up in a browser too.